2025 has arrived, and with it, a real estate market full of contrasts and new challenges. After years of economic ups and downs, high interest rates, and a persistent housing shortage, many people are asking the same question. Is this a good time to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? The truth is, the market isn't crashing, but it's definitely changing. In this video, we'll explore what's really happening in the housing market, the trends shaping 2025, and what you should keep in mind before making your next move. Let's begin with one of the most talked about factors, mortgage rates. Throughout 2024 and into 2025, rates have stayed relatively high, averaging around 6%. That's roughly double what buyers paid just a few years ago, when rates were closer to 3%. As a result, monthly payments are higher, and affordability has become a challenge for many first-time buyers. However, there's some optimism ahead. Analysts predict a slight decline by the end of 2025, driven by more stable inflation and a softer monetary policy from the Federal Reserve. It's not a dramatic drop, but even a small change in rates can make a big difference in purchasing power. So, what's happening with home prices? Many expected them to fall sharply, but that hasn't happened. Instead, prices have remained steady, with modest growth between 2% and 3% expected this year. This stability comes from a simple reality: there's still not enough supply. Even though some buyers have stepped back due to high rates, the lack of available homes has kept the market balanced. So, while homes aren't becoming dramatically cheaper, sellers aren't seeing major losses either. Housing inventory continues to be one of the biggest challenges. Many homeowners who bought or refinanced when rates were low don't want to sell now, because they'd lose those favorable terms. This rate lock effect means fewer homes are hitting the market, which increases competition for the limited options available. In this scenario, cash buyers and those willing to move quickly often get the best deals. Meanwhile, first-time buyers relying on financing may find themselves in bidding wars or needing to compromise on size, location, or amenities. But it's not all bad news. Across the country, new opportunities are emerging. Smaller cities and suburban areas continue to attract attention for their relative affordability and quality of life. Places like Texas, Florida, North Carolina, and Arizona are seeing steady job growth, new construction, and an influx of residents seeking more space and lower costs. The ongoing shift toward remote and hybrid work also plays a big role. People are no longer tied to living close to their offices, which opens up new possibilities for buyers and investors alike. Now, let's talk about renters and landlords. Rent prices remain high in most metro areas, but the growth has finally started to slow down. More multifamily projects are being completed, easing the pressure on rental demand. At the same time, some states have implemented new tenant protection laws, like limits on rent increases or stricter eviction procedures. For property owners, this means staying informed about local regulations and managing investments more strategically. For renters, it's a sign that the market might finally be reaching a more sustainable balance. So, what should you do in this changing environment? If you're planning to buy, keep an eye on three main factors: current interest rates, available inventory in your area, and your long-term financial stability. If you're thinking of selling, this could still be a good moment. Low inventory gives you an edge, but make sure you have a clear plan for what comes next. And if you're investing, diversification is key. Consider options like short-term rentals, renovating undervalued homes, or looking into emerging neighborhoods that could deliver higher returns as they develop. The 2025 real estate market is not collapsing, it's transforming. Being informed, patient, and strategic can make all the difference between a risky decision and a smart move. If you want to understand how the market is behaving in your area or explore your options before buying, selling, or investing, reach out to us today.